water, which I have set my kettle for 201 degree. And I'm going to start pouring, and I'm going to start my timer. What I want to do, I want to saturate the coffee. It's going to form what's called a crust, which means the grounds are going to go to the top if they're equally wet, and they're going to form a crust. And I'm going to let these steep and extract for 3 minutes. I'm going to, now that it's wet, I'm going to smell each coffee. And I'm going to make marks on aroma. And they each have a unique aroma. The things I'm smelling on these, they can have chocolate notes, it can have fruity notes, it can smell like raisin, and that's more of a cupping note as well. So now I'm smelling them. And then I want to go back through and, which one do I like the smell of? And if I was rating coffee, I'd be doing a 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, and I would be rating each one as I went. I would smell them all, and then I would go back, and I would smell the nuttiness, and I'd mark it down. I'd smell it. Oh yeah, that's a butterscotch right there. Now see, I'm already narrowing it down and making up my mind. It's been 4 minutes, so I missed my mark. I'm going to now stir this. 1, 2, 3. Dip. 1, 2, 3. Dip. Dip. Now I'm going to take 2 spoons, and I'm going to scrape off the crema, which is the emulsified oils, and the grounds that didn't sink to the bottom. I'm going to scrape it off. Now I'm going back, and I'm going to taste each one before I write anything down and make any decisions. I just want general taste notes. Do I like the taste? Is all I'm looking for now. I'm trying to get a point of reference by tasting them all. So then I can go back and get distinctive notes. tasted them all. Now I'm going to go back through. And here's one of the things I used to be really uptight when I first started learning to do this. Because I wanted to taste it all very quickly. And things in your mouth, the aftertaste, you don't let it linger enough to get the aftertaste. And so what I do now is I'm taking my time. The coffee is cooling. Guess what? As it cools down, my tongue is going to pick up different notes at one temperature than at others. So this has got to be a half hour, 20 minutes. And the grounds are on the bottom, and it's okay. It's going to change as the temperature changes. The notes that my tongue can pick up at different temperature is going to change. So I'm going to go back through. I'm looking for bright notes. It's bright. This is Ethiopian coffee is generally going to be bright, which is the acidic nature. But we don't like to use the word acidic because it has a negative connotation. Bright, sharp, snappy. And I just picked up a little bit of floating chaff. And it was on my tongue, so I have to clear that. I'm going to... That's a distinct... I just picked up a distinct note there on this one. Now I want to compare. I just picked up something. I'm going to go back and have something to compare it to. And what I'm doing, you notice I slurp. I'm sucking, I'm spraying my whole tongue. Different parts of your tongue pick up different bitter, sweet, different notes. So you want it over your whole tongue. So you're sucking air in with it. And that sounds rude to do. If somebody was eating soup at your house and did that, you think, how rude. But I really wouldn't, but somebody might. And now I'm going to spray. Take a double sip of that, dip it in. I'm going back to this one because I picked up something distinct. Now, these coffees with the aroma, different ones had fruity, some had more chocolate, some had butterscotch, raisin. And now I'm going to go back to jotting down notes on the taste and the flavor. I want to talk about the body, the tongue feel, whether it's thick or thin. It's more of a feeling by how does it feel in your mouth? Is it dry? What's the mouth feel like? The texture. The body. So I want to go aroma, then I want to go body. And you want to just mark down. And you want to check out the acidic level. And then you want to have a cupping wheel. That'll have the bright, the sour, the bitter, and it'll break it into 4 quadrants. And within those, it'll be floral or fruit on the notes that you're tasting, and it will be all these different gamuts, and it helps you develop what you're tasting and developing it to a chart so that you can communicate with someone else that knows that chart and you get kind of on the same page. Okay? Now I'm getting down to where I want to... What are some of the things I'm appreciating about this coffee? I like the brightness of that coffee. This is bright with a tangy note. The coffee is cooling down. I'm beginning to taste other things as it cools down. All these coffees in Ethiopia seem to be bright in their acidic notes. And now I have to get the body feel on my tongue, and I have to make notes, and I have to pick something, and I have to pick my favorite. So now it's another process as I'm going to go through this. Okay, we're well into, time-wise, we are well into 20 minutes. And this is cooling down and it's changing. And it doesn't have to be within so many minutes, because now that it's cooling, I'm picking up other things. This is Guy from the Vecinos Coffee Guy, inviting you to my cupping table and my strategy for cupping. Hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you've never done cupping. If you're in the area and want to sometime, stop by and we'll do it. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we put out a new video. And like this channel so that you can get into the regular process of coffee with us. Thank you.